right, man. We back again, man. Thank y'all for another episode to tune in on Popcorn TV, man. I got a special guest with me again, man. How's it going, man, Alec?
Not much, man. Just hanging out, bro. Just hanging
Yeah.
out.
Hey, man, I've been keeping up with you, man. How's life been going? How's life been treating you, man?
Well, I can't complain. I mean, I've been all over the place. I have met a lot of people, man. I've been out and about.
Right. So you said all over the place. I've been keeping up with you. So I wanna. What are some of the best places you've seen? Like not just traveling wise.
Well, it depends, man. I mean, to go party, I would say Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
Springdale, Arkansas. Somewhere far, man. You're looking about probably Houston. That's where you can get whatever you want, as long as you got.
Oh yeah,
the bread.
Cool.
If I want to go chill, man, sometimes I go chill in Mexico, man. That's my safe haven. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what? I've never been to Mexico, but I do want to know. Is everything like cheaper than it is here? Is that true?
Yeah, man, for sure. So, the dollar is like really 10 times more than pretty much what they say is in here. So $100 over there is like 1,000 pesos. So you get to live there. You get to live there better. You know what I'm saying? You spend less here in your dollars, but you get to enjoy more than there.
Oh man, yeah. I need to get me up about. Shoot, I see now. I need to get me up about $1 million. $1 million.
$1 million, huh?
Get $1 million. Go over there, man. I probably can live pretty decent.
You will, man. Definitely, for sure, you will live comfortably, man.
So, what are some of the beautiful sights you've seen, as far as I don't know, like
landscaping,
building structures. What are some of the best places you've seen? Nice looking places.
The most breathtaking place I ever seen, man, is north of Flagstaff, Arizona. Is the Grand Canyon.
Oh, really?
That's that. There's a town it calls Pecos, Texas, man. Before you get to El Paso, close to the border. I think it's like 90 miles before you get to El Paso. Mm-hmm. Nothing but desert, man. The only thing you see is the big ass fence.
Yeah.
That separates the Mexico and the U.S.
Yeah.
Man, you go out there at night, man, you can see the star, man. It's like nothing, man,
I passed through El Paso one time, and like there's a big star out there in the mountain or something. Like you can see it is lit up.
Yeah.
So I saw that one time.
That's in night 10. At 10, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Some of the best places that I've seen, because I drive trucks.
Yeah.
So, some of the best land site I've seen is like Utah.
Yeah.
Like the mountains in Utah and Washington, like Seattle. Man, I was coming through there and like you can see the waterfall like literally coming out, like coming down the mountain as you're driving through it's a nice sight.
Yeah.
Nice sight to see.
Another good place, man, for like people, just before you get to Buffalo, New York, is Niagara Falls.
Oh.
Either you can go into the Canadian side and see them, which is the best way, the best view, the Canadian side, or you can see it from the U.S.
So you've been there?
Yeah.
Man, that's another place I haven't been. I'd like to see that too.
There's a video on my deal talking about like, every time you go to New York, make sure you watch a baseball game.
Yeah.
So that was in Buffalo and so close to the Niagara Falls, man.
Oh.
You be out there breathing the Canadian and the American air, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I see. So, man, I want to just talk a little bit about, I I try to educate people and stuff. So I want to talk about business today. A little bit about business, and some of the things you expect in business. Because I do know this, getting in business, a lot of people are just looking at money, money, money.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to make money, but just from an experience of being in business, I see now that man, it's it's not like people think it is. Because in the beginning, you actually take like a lot of losses.
Yeah. So good point, man. I have an expertise on business, and there's a lot of variables that you have to change. You have to modify.
Yeah.
The first is your persona. You know, you want to talk to some customers. You want to sophisticate and pretty much build up your language, your visual aspects. Sometimes you got to change how you look. Depend what kind of investment you trying to approach.
Right.
Another one, man, you got to be able to really step out of the box and really figure out numbers. You want to know what type of business you're in with. I mean, because if you're a business guy, you're gonna understand this phrase. You got to. You have heard the phrase which says you have to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
Sometimes in a good business, for example, an $80,000 cost a week, you might make a difference of maybe 15,000-20,000 gross profit.
Right.
It's good.
Yeah.
The long as you make above 16% of what you're selling, what your revenue costs,
right,
that's pretty much what you're doing. But yeah, you got to change a lot of perspectives, man, when you come into the business.
Yeah, and I heard you say things like, because your conversation, the way because I've figured this out. When you don't, our body language speaks.
Yeah.
So it's like based on the way you conduct yourself, you can be you can realistically, people are gonna judge you off of how you carry yourself.
Yeah.
And that's gonna basically kind of determine a lot of times what the next step is gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, in the last video we talked about don't ever judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
A lot of that really taking fact. So I'm gonna tell you a story, not too much.
Yeah.
I was invited to San Antonio for a technology summit.
Yeah.
So every vendor on the industry that I'm in goes in there and bring out the new toys, new pieces of equipment that go out there and come out for the industry.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, you get to meet people from the Silicon Valley, California. You get to meet people either from the East Coast. Everybody out there is just to pitch. And a lot of people out there is just to sell things.
Right.
So if I'm the buyer or I'm the seller, I have to change my physical, view, my vocabulary expressions,
right,
just to be able to make a sale or possibly, make some kind of contract on a summit.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. And then, and another thing that I've learned in business is, you probably think this is a big one. You have to get your feelings out of business. Like, Like, your personal feelings and emotions might not necessarily it's not going to play a part in, because it goes back to what we was talking about a while ago, numbers.
Yeah.
It's a numbers thing. Like when you go to dealing with numbers is not based upon your feelings.
No.
It's based upon like a demand, or like, okay, you do this, you do that. this should happen, or you be looking at this range. It's a number system.
So being a business guy, man. So you really, if you want to be successful, you like what you say. You have to cut out your feelings.
Yeah.
You can make no money if you feel bad for somebody that's messing up with that business. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right. Exactly.
You really want to be able to take that into account. I mean, if you really want to you want to be successful and be profitable on a weekly basis, you want to be able to monitor constantly your operation.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, you have to make decisions where you really don't want to make feeling
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So going into that with what you were saying, that I've also learned this in business. The little things make the biggest results.
Yeah.
Like something, because see, I've learned this in life. When a problem is big, it's because a lot of little stuff kept transpiring that never got dealt with, which ultimately turned to a big problem. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, that's really how life go.
Yeah.
A lot of times when we start off in life, it's something small at first, but it's like, oh, it's no big deal. Then it's even in health. A lot of times there's little signs, but when you don't deal with it, it trickles into something else, and now you got like 15 things wrong.
Absolutely, man. So, and very good point, man, to use. If you're running a business, and if you know what you say, you live in something that is not checked.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not fixed that on an early stage, when you become bigger, the problem also becomes big.
Yeah.
You know. And using the metaphor, as a health wise, I mean, how many guys out there, they get diagnosed with something like heavy, man, and they're like, man, if you would have caught it a year ago, you still would have been alive. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You still will have a life expectancy for another 20 years.
Right.
So yeah, man, it's a great analogy, man.
Yeah, and that's why I said even with business, I've understood like, some people are not going to even agree. I've had people reach out to me and they don't agree with a decision that I had to make to keep my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, it goes back to what you were saying, like, there's things that'll be shown to you that'll let you know, like, okay, this is going to be jeopardizing. And yeah, you may have to hurt somebody's feelings or somebody like that, but it'll feel. I heard this saying where it says, sometimes God have to break your heart to fix your vision.
The same thing can be applied to our relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I come across that a few weeks back.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, we have a relationship that's really toxic, that really takes a lot from me.
Mm-hmm.
My energy, my cash.
Yeah.
And you don't see no results. And, sometimes you get really attached to the person and you're like, man, you know what I'm saying? I want to give a little bit more chance. But then at the end of the day, that relationship is not going to go. So you really, without you wanted to, man, you got to cut that off.
Yeah.
And a couple of weeks ago, I was faced that and not remember. In order for you to be successful, you got to cut those things that are not going to be there for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Talk.
And you're exactly right. And one of our biggest downfalls in life is we try to attach things to our life, and in reality sometimes it's actually pulling us back, or it's a weight. But a lot of times we'll run with that weight.
Yeah.
But it's going to pick up other things as you go on, and you're going to get tired. You know what I mean? Like, and you can't pull it no more. So after a while, you realize you're trying so hard, and this weight then it's hindered your progress. And you know what's so crazy about that is, most of the things that hinder our progress is things that it goes back to this. Discipline plays a big part in this, because it's like when you're not disciplined, you just do any and everything. You see what I'm saying? And then to be disciplined is to realize that, you know what, I could do this, but this might not be wise to do.
Man, I come across that all the time. And again, if you're running an operation, you're running a relationship, even friendships. You can apply the same thing to friendships. Sometimes, man, you gotta analyze and see, hey, man, this is not working out for me whatsoever. So what I do, if it is a person that I know that I'm trying to get on my,
Yeah.
to the level, I give them an extra time. But then if they're not working out, man, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah.
No feelings whatsoever. You gotta let them go.
Right.
No exceptions.
Yeah. And you're absolutely right, because I've learned this too in life. You know, a lot of times I've seen situations where people let somebody go and they just move on to the next thing like it was nothing. And it's like some people are wanting to be involved with you or be around you because of what you had to offer.
You know what, man? It's like you hit a lot of,
Right.
on the circle that I am involved.
Yeah.
I can say that, and it's bad to say this, man.
Yeah.
I can say that 80% of the, not my friends, but the people on the after, that I hang out with, 90% of those, they're just trying to get on my pocket.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I can tell you that I allow it to, because I get something in return.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But man, it is to the point where that's how the world spins nowadays, man.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's not like it was 20 years ago when you had a relationship that really meant something. You meet somebody, you date the person for like 3 months, and then you get more serious or whatever. But you have somebody that actually is there for you, is really down for you. Now it's all monetized, man.
Yeah.
Some of these females around, I mean, if there's nothing for them, they're not even gonna say anything to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the bad part about it is, I said this the other day. In my opinion, when it comes to relationship, I feel like you should be at your worst possible circumstance going into it. The reason why I say that is because if they love you for that, then the sky is the limit. But a lot of times, in this day and time, everybody is leaving. They jumping in and out of relationships, and it's like a bid. They looking for the one that seem to be doing the best, and they feel like, oh well, the way I come up is to get them. That's my hustle. That's how I'm gonna make it, by getting them. That's where a lot of people starting to think in this modern day and time.
Shit, yeah, man. It's just like nowadays, this 2025, 26, that's pretty much how it is. I mean, you go to the club, you go to a party, you go to somewhere to hang out. That's pretty much how everybody has a mindset, I got to get something in return.
It will turn you sometimes.
Yeah.
From, like, I ain't gonna lie, I used to be a little more friendly, but after dealing with that so much, when people come, it's almost like, okay, what do you want?
Hell
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah, because you at that point in time, you're like, shit, there's nobody out there that is going to take care of me to the level that I want.
Exactly.
And that now another thing, man, like a byproduct of that is that when you're dealing with so many people like that, it's making it hard for the actual person that you might meet in the future. They have good intentions. You know what I'm saying? Because now, because of the poisonous person that I made before, now I have to watch out my back every time. And if somebody comes around that really wants something, the very first thing they're facing is my guard. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's the point I was trying to make right there.
Yeah.
Like, I've dealt with so many bad apples. Okay, finally a good one come through, and I'm like, oh, this bad too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it really ain't. But because you done dealt with so many, you be like, oh, all of them dead. You know what I mean? But there's still some good ones. And time, that's the reason why the way the world is, the way life is so unique. It's necessary for us to go through certain things.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's gonna divide what's real. You gotta go through something to see what's real, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you got to be able to determine, in a lot, you know, I'll go back for what I said is sometimes it's not like it was back then, but sometimes in order for me to really know somebody, it might take me 6-7 times.
Yeah.
Talking to them, go ask them out, whatever. And then I get the feel, okay, she just bullshit. She's trying to get my money. She's trying to get my rent. Or she's just real. She's really looking for something, which I'm not in the position right now, you know?
Right.
But, yeah, man, it's just nowadays, everything is so different, man. It
is.
A lot of them is also the media, man, you know?
Yeah.
The media pretty much tell some of these females around, okay, this is what we do in order for you to come up, to make some bread. You can't do that, man.
And see, look, we talked about this on the last episode. You know what get people? Flashy.
Flashy.
It's flashy stuff. You know what I've learned, man? The ones, I've learned this in real life because I really dug into it. The people that's trying to show you they got it, they ain't got it.
Yep.
They ain't got it. Like, they perpetrating.
I tell you what, man, you say a good point.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys out there, they see bare minimum. They driving something not too special, you know what I'm saying? But the moment they say, hey, man, let's go somewhere, I got you. The moment you see the wad of bread they pulling out, that's a motherfucker that got it.
Yeah.
Now, you see the guys that they're driving the fucking Scat or fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Flashing shit, man. He might be just living week to week, month to month. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Fuck.
And I've actually seen that for myself because, you know, in this podcasting industry, in the field of TV, getting out and collecting media, you know what I started noticing, bro, when I would get around celebrities? You know what I started noticing? I'm like, man, I can do all this stuff they doing. Like, I used to think like this was something like, you know what I'm saying? Like something like extraordinary. But I'm like, man, they getting hotel rooms. They, like, a lot of times, like, people just don't know how to do certain things. A lot of times, what I've learned, a lot of people can do the same stuff. They just hadn't put their mind to it. It's like, you know what I mean? People going to these places, like flying on a plane and stuff like that. Man, if you book your trips ahead of time, I mean, man, like, you can go somewhere and back, like.
So, you know, go back to the beginning, like business conversation.
Yeah.
I can say that everybody at some point, it begins with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then all of a sudden you're like, man, in order for me to do something, I got to change who I am. I got to step out of the box. I got to be uncomfortable, but I got to do those things.
Yeah.
You know? Next thing you know, man, you're making thousands and $100,000s of dollars with deals.
Yeah.
And sometimes you look back and like, man, I remember who I was fucking 10 years ago. There's no way I could have pulled it out, you know?
Man.
And sometimes it's just fate, man. Fate. Well, in my case, it's just fate. Like shit. There's no way 20 years ago I could have made like a $1.2 million deal, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no. But now, sometimes life take you to those steps, man, so you can get better on different aspects.
Man, it's crazy that you said that. I just said that last night. Like, there was a situation I was dealing that I'm dealing with, and I was saying to myself like, why? Like I was kind of saying like, why? And then it's like I was talking to God about it, and he showed me like, you know, sometimes you feel like, oh man, this is so bad. But ask yourself this: would you have gotten where you are if that had not happened? You know what I'm saying? Like there are some things that I've been through in life, and I sometimes I'll be like, man, why did that happen? But you gotta ask yourself, like, would you have still done that? Would you be where you is if you hadn't had that rough obstacle?
Man, I ask myself all the time. On the Hispanic world, we say, don't be afraid of the success. Yes. Don't be scared of the success. All of us come across the one time where either you take a chance and you go hard and you make it, or you go broke, man, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And a lot of things, there's a lot of people that really, a lot of times, there's people that really don't want to take the chance because they're afraid of failing. You know what I'm saying? But you never know if you actually, for example, what you got here, man, just, I invite you to remember the day.
Yeah.
The very first day you say, hey, let me make a podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? 50% of the choice was like, hell no, I'm not going to do it. And the other choice like, yeah, what worse could not be? If you wouldn't have done that, if you would choose not to do it, just think about it. What could you be doing right now? You know what I mean?
Right. And
now that you're doing it, think about the things you have accomplished this year. I know you say that you met Charles White.
Yeah.
You know, big character out there. So think about it, man. If you went back, remember the blue pill or the red pill? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times, even rappers tell you that in the songs. You take that chance, you take that moment. If you don't do nothing with the moment, you're always going to be who you are.
You know, man, that's funny you said. I'm glad you said that because that really opened my eyes here. You know, when I first got my studio, it was just empty. I ain't have furniture or nothing. Yeah. I just had a dream. Like, I just wanted to do something. And, you know, man, I bought all this stuff piece by piece, right? And I only had one camera in the beginning. You see what I'm saying? So, like,
But I can tell you, man, and don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I have met some guys who've been on the entertainment industry, and this is how it began.
Dang.
I can tell you something. In the next 5 years, you could, if you stay where you are, next thing you know, you're gonna be meeting celebrities, man. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, it's gonna be hashtag something. And the moment you make videos, man, you're also creating revenue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I mean, this is how it begins, and you gotta set up nice here, man. I mean,
thanks, man.
You gotta set up here, bro.
Yeah, some people came in my studio and like, man, it looked like a news station in here, man. How you got everything? But yeah, going back to what you were saying a while ago, you know what, man? When I first started doing podcasting, I kept saying to myself, like, I was like, man, I want to meet Charleston White. Like, he's one of the biggest guys out there doing podcasting and media. I was like, man, I'm gonna meet him. And it sounded crazy, like, because I kept saying it, and I didn't really have any followers, but I believed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believed it.
There's a phrase I said all the time.
Right.
And you just said it a while ago, man. The sky's the limit, bro.
Right.
The sky's the limit. I met somebody I met celebrities, man, that I never.
Yeah.
I mean, next thing I know, I'm over here chilling with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, if you put yourself out there, man, but at the same time, you really want to, cultivate the proper way to do things.
Right.
I don't want to continuously be doing this and then a year I'm going to be broke because the choices that I make. No.
Yeah.
You want to be able to to orchestrate your move every time, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, and it just let me know, looking back, I've been in it now 2 years. This building, I've been here 2 years and looking at everything. Yeah. Man, I was telling one of my partners the other day. I said, man, I've almost outgrown. I can tell that I'm literally growing because I've just about outgrown my space that I started in. Now I gotta expand. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can physically see sometimes the way things happen, how you constantly growing.
Yeah, man. With the more success, man, it's not just gonna bring equipment. It's not gonna bring people. But at the same time, next thing you know, it's gonna need more. It's gonna have more needs in order for you to become bigger, man. So
I'm gonna build a whole network, man.
And you will, man. So there's a thing in business that we do.
Right.
You have to visualize it. That's the first step.
Yeah.
Second step, you wanna be able to put not things in perspective, and the third final thing is really put everything in motion.
Yeah.
Visualizing is the first thing. If you don't visualize you can be successful, you never will, man.
And the one thing I've learned about that is a lot of times we get too comfortable.
Yeah.
We just used to just doing what we're doing and we're comfortable. But I'm gonna tell you something, when you're comfortable, you're in a hole, you're comfortable like a nest. You're not growing. You're not out there spreading your wings. You know what I mean? Like you're not growing. You're just sitting. You'll never learn. You don't learn things either. Being comfortable. So I made myself uncomfortable, and God have a way of making my certain situations uncomfortable. But I look back and I be like, man, I learned a lot from that experience, though.
You know what, man? So another thing we see in the industry is that success, if you want to have success, comfortness is pretty much the killer, success killer. Mm-hmm. A lot of the times people just get comfortable, they relax. Now they're not active anymore like they was. Right. Now their mind is not thinking like they was. So what do? They stay steady and then eventually they start falling off.
Dang.
If you want to be successful, man, you always want to be proactive. You want to implement different ideas to whatever you're doing. You want to be able to create new connections. But at the same time, create new connections. You want to be able to travel and meet different personas.
Right.
So they can increase, your network. So, yeah, man, comfortness is a big killer of success.
For sure. Yeah. I heard you talking earlier about some power issues and trees and stuff that was down in Texarkana.
Well, I mean, if we probably can pass that question. I mean, yeah, we can. But I mean, the industry, man, is big and vast. Eventually, I might disclose that in public. I know the last, I mentioned last time, man. Right after my first interview, man, I have all kinds of feedback, which some of it was great, man. I took advantage of a lot of that feedback. Believe me. But a lot, just to keep things under.
Yeah, man. But shoot, that's why I said, even with what's going on in life, God, there are ways that with certain steps in life how we can grow, and we have to understand things that's going on in life, and and know how to execute, know how to push everything and get through it, through the obstacles of life. And that I think that those are, like, you got your goals in life, right? What you want to do. And then, like, you want to be in a relationship too, because you don't really want to do it alone, but trying to mix the two, man.
So one thing I can say, man, is that I have met a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of them was not ready for a relationship,
Yeah.
which I wasn't,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. I did have few people out there that, hey man, I want to marry you.
Dang.
Like real talk. I'm like, what? Yeah. But at the same time, man, it goes back to this. Commitment is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's a lot of different relationships. You got, of course, you got your really serious relationships, and you got the one that one night stands or whatever, or every once in a while call.
Yeah.
But you really want to be able to be transparent enough and let that person know, hey, this is what I want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's a bit. It can be a casual business relationship, or just a friendship, man. But it could be something serious. But something serious, I really take that personal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, a commitment is very serious because, I used to say this. The thing, some people, a lot of people, they get into a commitment because they have an agenda. You see what I'm saying? But then it's like once they accomplish it, I've had situations like this. I've been with people, and then after they reached a certain point, all of a sudden, seem like it's not working out. And a lot of people don't realize this, but you do realize that when it don't work out, you lose whatever it is you gained with them over time. Like because however, this is what I'm saying. Like, let's just say you got a house. You was married, you was committed, y'all got a house together. So now you don't want to be committed no more. Now you want to keep the house. Well, you have to remember, you and them together is what got the house. So separating it means that you don't get to keep the house in the long run, because it took y'all to be together to get it. A lot of people don't look at that like, they look at it like, oh, now I got what I want, I can move on. But yeah, remember, you only got it because you had them. You can't do it on your own.
One thing, man, and you mentioned that good, is that sometimes when you let go someone, you let go the person that was there for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That really, even if the person wasn't there like how you wanted to.
Right.
But sometimes that person might show us a really side that it could have been beneficial for them, for us, for me.
Right.
And if we let go, man, there's a lot of things that we let go. It's not just let go to the person. We let go to the companionship, man, to those calls, to, hey, what's up? I mean, we let go to everything, man. And a lot of the times, it's best if the relationship is not where you want it to.
Right.
There's 100 other people out there. And, but, yeah, man, I can see what you're talking about. You got to let go, and you lose a lot.
Yeah.
In the relationship.
For sure.
Yeah.
What do you think is more important, a relationship or here? We got to see, because that's the thing. All of these things that are out here is designed to throw us off up here.
Yeah. So, you know what, man? One thing that I see nowadays with people is that everybody's trying to come up. One way or another.
Yeah.
A lot of the people, man, a good percentage of everybody out there, they're always gonna try to take advantage of whoever they meet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, there's all the percentage out there, the people that really trying to mingle with somebody, try to create something.
Yeah.
And what you're saying is legit, man. We, by defect, our mind is designed to really throw us off balance all the time. A lot of people say, well, my demons in my mind tell me a lot of shit, and it's causing me to mess up my life. You know what I mean? I can relate to that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, sometimes if you let your mind get the best of you, you let go some of the best people that you have ever come across with.
Yeah.
Man. If you let your mind play those games with you, it's not going to let you see the person is right there in front of you. And then when you lose that person, you're like, God damn, she was there for me, man, and I really didn't learn to appreciate that because I was too busy doing whatever.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? And it could be vice versa for the other
Yeah.
person, you know? So, yeah, man, it's just hard.
You're absolutely right, man.
Yeah.
Man, you're absolutely right. Man, man, you what you doing for the holidays, man?
So, well, I'm here today in Texarkana.
Yeah.
It's raining.
Uh-huh.
It's cold as fuck.
Yeah,
And
I know.
I'm gonna hit back to between Mexico and Belize, Tulum.
Oh yeah, man.
It's like paradise down there, man. I'm gonna go out there for the holidays, hang out with some friends,
That's probably what I need to do.
be by the beach.
Yeah.
It's like, and you talking about pesos down there, shit. I rented a house for like a month, and it's only gonna cost me $600. So you can't beat that.
Dang.
So I'm gonna be out there by the clear water, man, close to Belize.
Oh man.
I'll be down there chilling, man. You know.
Cool, man. I'm gonna have to pop out with you,
Yeah.
man, so we can check some of these spots out, man. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's always good talking with you, man. I'm gonna keep you in here, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate you always bringing me, man.
No, man, I appreciate you always coming through, man.
I've been watching the videos, man. And like I mentioned last time, you know, you doing something great for the community. You really give a lot of the guys out there, man, a point to really express how lives are, man.
Right.
Not everybody's life is the same. And,
Right.
you know, you giving everybody a voice. I give a perspective of who might be living differently. A lot of the times it's healthy, man, to really express ourselves.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like what's working out for me, because somebody in the audience might be saying, "Oh shit, I could have done that, man. I could have been successful." You know?
Exactly, and not only that, a lot of times when people are dealing with stuff, they don't really say it out loud, but once they hear somebody else expressing it, it kind of helped them get through the day. And that's one of the things I did within myself. I used to talk to myself a lot or get on video.
Yeah.
And people would be like, man, you know, that was good. You ought to put that out there. So that's kind of how it started. It started from me just doing it on the phone with myself. And I was getting so much feedback, and I was like, you know what? Like, man, let me get, like, actually professional and get other people's stories as well, you know what I'm saying?
And
So,
it's a very good thing, man, because you just said it, man. Sometimes there's a person out there that might need to hear that so he can become successful in the next couple of weeks, and he's gonna apply that. He's like, shit, I remember DJ said,
yeah,
let me step out of the box.
yeah,
Let me feel uncomfortable for a minute. And that person's gonna remember that thought, and you know, he's gonna use that, man, to become great.
for sure.
Next thing you know, a few years down the line, say, hey, man, I remember the podcast that you did,
Yeah,
and I heard you saying that. Because of that,
yeah,
I went out there and I tried that, man. And guess what? You know, I come across a lot of people like that all the time, man.
for sure.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
good, man. Well, again, man, I appreciate you coming in, stopping by. Y'all gonna see him again. I'm gonna have him tag. Y'all look him up, Alex. Y'all follow y'all follow Alex. Man, he's got an incredible journey. You'll see.
Hey, you give me a call, man. We might go out there to the beach in Tulum. So
Okay, man.
appreciate it, bro.
Oh yeah, appreciate you.
I like coming in here, man, and really express, and I appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. Well, y'all stay tuned for more episodes on Popcorn TV.